Hello and welcome to Better Guns and Gear channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today I will be doing a tabletop review, and this review is going to be on the Brownells AR-15 M16 Critical Toolkit. It is a great piece of kit for anybody that is new to gunsmithing or just interested in servicing their own AR or M16 variant rifle. Alright, let's get into this. So I am going to start off with the armor's wrench that ships in the kit. And here it is right here. Here's a look at the armor's wrench by Brownells. Again, this comes as a kit. If you purchase it, it is called Critical Toolkit by Brownells. And I would consider it as a entry to intermediate level gunsmithing kit. There are a lot of features. This wrench is very necessary if you're going to do any barrel changes, or if you want to go from a standard AR-15 handle to like a free float style handle. You have your barrel nut wrench, which is here on this side, and here you have your torque wrench. This is where your torque wrench sits in at, right here in this lug here. You also have tools on here for removing and replacing your flash hider. This is your barrel nut tool here for your AR. I mean, this is a really handy piece of kit, and if you're gonna do any type of gunsmithing on your AR M16 variant rifle, you will need one of these tools. Moving right along, I'm gonna set that guy down there. Next we have is a vice block, and again, very handy and very necessary if you're going to be doing any modifications to your AR. It is this guy here. This is a wonderful piece of equipment. It is worth its weight in gold. I will bring out a lower receiver. If you guys and girls stay tuned to my channel, you'll be able to watch me do this lower receiver build. I will be doing it assembly by assembly, so just stay tuned to the channel, and you will also see all these tools in action. So just stay tuned to the channel, and that's coming very soon. The build that I'm going to be doing is going to be a budget build. It's nothing fancy. Again, this is another build that I'm working on, and I decided this time I'll capture everything. Here's the lower that I will be doing a build with. It's the typical Anderson for a budget bill. This guy here have a little injury, as you could see. I got him all bandaged up. Just kidding. But anyways, this is a lower that I'll be working on, and just want to brought this out so I could show you how this vice block works. So what you do is you just your lower, it sits in this vice block like so. This will be chucked up in a vise like that, and you just sit your lower in there, and it gives you the ability to work on it, do everything you need to do, whether it's gunsmithing related, cleaning related, repair related, be that as it may. This is here. It's a great piece of kit and very necessary for any type of gunsmithing projects. Not only does it allow you to set your lower receiver in like this, you could also flip it upside down. I'm gonna go out of frame for a second. But you could also mount it in this block like so. So that's just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what this block is used for. Again, it's just it's very useful. It's worth its weight in gold. This would actually go down a lot further, but I don't have it secured in a vise, so I'm not gonna push it all the way down, try to lock it in or anything, because as you can see, none of the lower receiver part, none of the lower parts kit or anything is in here. So, all right, moving right along. And as I, go through the parts, I'll just leave them here on the table so you guys and girls will see what all comes in a kit. And of course, that lower receiver doesn't come in there. Actually, by the way, I actually happen to keep this when I purchased this kit several years ago. I keep it in a binder. Just give you guys a little bit of a close-up. And this illustration here on this card is showing you guys and girls what this wrench is capable of doing. As you can see here, that's the castle nut portion of the wrench. You have the receiver extension wrench. I'm not going to read through everything, but just showing you a little bit of an illustration, of what is covered, what all is covered with this very useful tool. Flash suppressor wrench, barrel nut wrench. So, again, very useful, very necessary when you're doing any gunsmithing. Moving right along, the next thing we're going to cover is the receiver action block. I actually didn't bring my upper assembly or receiver assembly, so I am just going to show you what the actual part looks like. It is a two-piece part. You get this block here. This is a upper receiver block. It is a clamshell type deal. And what you do is you set your upper receiver in there. You could have a fixed rail, or there doesn't have to be a rail on there at all. But what you do is you put your upper receiver in here, you clamp it down, and then you fix this in a vise, or you put this in a vise. This is the stop line for the vise. And you just take and clamp your vise down on this while your upper receiver is in here, and it allows you to service your upper receiver without the possibility of damaging your upper receiver. As a matter of fact, this insert here, you slide this into your upper receiver, so while your upper receiver is in this block here, this will go through your upper receiver, to keep you from torquing or twisting or bending your upper receiver while it is in this block and in a vise. Of course, it's not going to look like that because this part here will be inside of your firearm, where your barrel and everything is. Actually, again, I have the card for that as well, which will give you a little bit better idea and a little bit better illustration of what I'm talking about. Let me get the card. All right, here is a close-up of the card here. And as you could see here, you have your upper receiver right there in this illustrated picture. It shows how that insert goes right through your upper receiver, and then the jaws of the vise block is open. You just set your upper receiver inside the block there, clamp it down, and fix it in a vise. And from there, that allows you to do any upgrades as far as barrel replacement, barrel nut removal or change, handguard replacement, barrel replacement, as I just said. But that's what this block, this assembly here, gives you the ability to do. It gives you the ability to completely work on your upper receiver without damaging anything, because everything is protected. Alrighty, moving right along, the next part we are going to cover is the pivot pin, detent depressor, and installation tool, which is this guy here. It's a two-part assembly, and this is another part that is worth its weight in gold. It's what looks to be like two round L brackets, for lack of a better term, but anyways, these are round in shape, as you can see here. And what these are for, it's for installing your front detent and pivot pin in your lower receiver when you're doing a build. So I'll give you a illustration without actually putting a pivot pin in place so you could see what it looks like. Okay, again, bringing in my trusty lower receiver here. The way this works, that's the wrong way. You would actually insert it this way here. You insert your tool like so, and there's a hole that you can see right there. That's where your detent and your spring would actually be sitting in this hole first. And from there, you just push that through. Bear with me. I need a third hand here. Then you take this guy here and you stick it through this little hole, pressing your detent pin and spring in place. And from there, what you would do is take and rotate this just like that. And then you have your detent and your spring captured behind this pin here, or this tool here. Then what you do is you take your detent pin, and as you push your detent pin in, this would push out and you would capture your spring and detent behind your front takedown pin assembly. So very nice tool, amazing. Like I say, this tool, if anybody is considering getting into gunsmithing or just you know, doing some assembly and maintenance on your own firearms, this kit is a great starter kit for anybody that's interested in servicing their own, you know, firearms. And last but not least, forgive my notes there, I just kind of brought them in a frame, but I didn't want to skip anything, wanted to try and make sure I, you know, captured everything that's important. Last but not least, you have a bolt catch pan punch, which is this guy here. And again, mind you guys, all of these parts, they come in a kit. But anyways, this is not a standard run-of-the-mill roll pin punch. As you could see, it has a machined surface on it. You know, it's been machined flat here. And there's your the tip of your punch there. And what this is used for, it is used for putting in your bolt catch assembly. And you take this pen here, you start your punch, and the machine end portion that you guys and girls just saw, it is so you have clearance. Let me turn this up sideways. My lighting is a little on the dark side today, but the dark side. I am your father, Luke. Anyways, I digress, but this is what it's for. So you don't scratch the crap out of your receiver when you're building it. You know, it's specially machined to clear this this spot here, or this rise on your magazine well. It's specially machined to clear it so you could drive that pen home without scuffing up your lower receiver here. So that is all the parts that come in a Brownells AR-15 M16 critical tool kit. Just gonna throw this guy on the table. That is not included, but he was kind of the co-star of the show, if you will. So let's see if there's anything I missed. Again, like I say, I would consider this to be the best entry-level or startup gunsmithing kit for somebody that's new to gunsmithing or just interested in servicing your own equipment. It is a great buy. I bought mine, like I say, several years ago, and I think back then I paid about $130 for it. But I know it's a lot cheaper now. I have seen it online, so it's a lot cheaper, maybe by $20 or so since a couple years ago. So I'm giving this kit 2 thumbs up, and It is a wonderful piece of kit, you know, for the person that likes to, you know, tinker around, or for actually a very serious gunsmith or two. So it's not just a piece of equipment for somebody that's a beginner. You know, you could even be a advanced person in gunsmithing, and I would recommend this as a purchase because everything in this kit is useful. There's not a single thing in this kit that is not useful. So that is my review, and I think it's a great buy. So let me know what you guys and girls think about the video. If you found this video useful, please hit that like button, and please consider subscribing to the channel because it really helps the channel. And thank you guys and girls for tuning in and watching my video. God bless the military. God bless the boys and girls in blue, or the men and women in blue. I don't want to disrespect anyone out there, but thank you for your service. God bless the USA. Vetter Guns and Gear out here.